Tonight is the night kickoff to the Pikes Peak Bus Rodeo happening at the Norris Penrose Event Center through this Saturday.
And right now, Julie live and local saddling up for all the excitement. We're going to get to that shot here. I think she's right here right now. Julie, yeehaw! Good morning.
I was practicing riding the bull on the camera. See, watch with me. Denny, you ready?
Oh, whoa, there she goes.
Oh,
I thought the bull was going to be a lot crazier. There we go.
Whoa.
That's how you ride a bull, guys. I would say call me Lane Frost, but I couldn't think of another bull rider. Give me another bull rider. Emma. Emma's the girl of the West this year, by the way.
Josh Frost.
Josh Frost. Who is the guy that's like, he's an $8 million
JB
bull?
Mooney.
Sometimes I'll go down a JB Mooney rabbit hole on TikTok, and I have no clue how I get there. It's fascinating, right?
Nice.
Okay. Emma, you were the reigning girl of the West. Walk me through winning that title and what it means for the Pikes Peak Bus Rodeo.
So I won that title last year during the rodeo, and then since about May this year, we hit the ground running, and I've been out promoting the rodeo at businesses, military installations, community events. And during the rodeo, I'll be here doing grand entry, sponsor flags, signing autographs, hanging out.
You ride the horses in the middle of the rodeo. Forgive my rodeo knowledge, which is lacking, so correct me if I get the terms wrong. But it's really cool to see the shows that you guys do in between the breaks of everything. What is that like for you to get on the back of the horse, grab a flag, and have the rush of entertaining the crowd like that?
It's so fun. It's one of my favorite parts of doing all this rodeoing. It's just the best time. The horses know when it's go time, and we're there to have a blast.
What kind of horse do you have?
So it's a little funny for rodeo. My horse is actually a Morgan. Most of us ride quarter horses. They are a very cowboy horse, but he's done a great job for me, and he's awesome.
I had a Shetland pony growing up named Scarlet, and then I had a halflinger named Sam, and then I had a quarter horse named Candy.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I didn't ride very often, I'm not going to lie to you. Hey, what are some big things that people can expect this year at the Pikes Peak Bus Rodeo? What's like the thing people need to see?
Well, the contestants are a big part of it, but we also have a military flyover every night. So that's been super neat. All of our local units.
A little bit of background on yourself. Tell me where you're from, where you're going to college, what are you studying, what's your hopes for the future? Lots of questions there. My horses are coming in right now. You guys treat, is that an Appaloosa? What is that?
Could be an Appy.
I got it right. You guys, can you guys put me in double boxes with Craig and Abby? Am I in double boxes? Producer's
Yes.
notes.
Yay.
You like that?
Very
good.
impressive.
Equine
Very good.
knowledge.
Yes.
Did you? Thank you. I was just here for the accolades, but you know. All right, let's get to the interview. Kevin here's with us. He's the president of the Pikes Peak Bus Rodeo 2025. I thought I was going to come up with a funnier joke when I called for double boxes, and then you know what happened? My brain fumbled. You know what that's like, right?
Live there.
You live there. Yeah, me too. Hey, military flyover every night this year. Of course, the Pikes Peak Bus Rodeo, big supporters of our military here in town. Of course, we are close to so many military installations. Why is that important for the rodeo to do?
Well, as we're fond of saying that we live in the land of the free due to the sacrifice of the brave. And since 1946, this rodeo has given back to our local military and their families. Of course, the rodeo started in 1937 by Spencer Penrose. So the legacy and tradition of this rodeo is second to none. And the fact that we're partnered with the PRCA, Professional Rodeo Cowboy Association, to make this an NFR Open means that we're the only national championship in Colorado Springs. So you're going to see all the best athletes with uncommon grit and determination here in Colorado Springs, competing over 7 shows, $1 million in prize money. So we are excited about some new things, a flyby for every evening show. We've got a closing performance that I'll say is just quite zippy.
We can't know who it is?
I can't tell you, just it's quite zippy.
Man, is that Saturday night?
Every night we have a nice closing, and we've got live music for every evening performance out in the fan zone, the chorus tent, which is of course the best bar in Colorado 5 nights a year. So we've got a lot of new innovative things this year. We're really excited.
Okay, tonight's the first night, and then of course it all wraps up Saturday. What are ticket sales like? Do people need to hustle to it, or?
You know, we're really pleased with ticket sales. Saturday night sold out. And first of all, I would tell you, go to pikespeakerbus.org so you can avoid all the hucksters out there. See, the horse is excited.
Do you hear them horses?
but there's still tickets available for Tuesday night. Tonight, of course, tonight would be a great night to go because you might love the show and you can come back.
You get a
And then
repeat.
You could do a repeat. And then Friday matinee, Saturday matinee, there's still tickets available.
I gotta be honest with you. Hey, buddy.
And
guys.
those are great shows for the kids.
Okay.
So
What are these Cowboys getting ready to do here? Why are they running these
I think they're
horses?
going to run all the steers into the arena so that they get familiar with the actual arena.
Okay.
Makes it a bit more of a fair competition.
Okay, Craig and Abby, every year, you brought up steers. Do you guys know the difference this year between a bull and a steer?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
What is it? What is it? What's the difference?
One of them has something that the other doesn't.
A bull
Yeah.
still has some dangling parts. A steer does not.
Right now we
And
know.
you can utilize a scalpel
Whoa.
or
Yeah.
a bander to eliminate those parts. So I'll leave that up to your imagination
Oh,
as
the
to how
bander.
each of those
Oh, the
are
bander.
applied.
She
There you go.
Yeah, the bander. It's
Hey, quick question for
that's
Kevin.
what it sounds like.
Kevin's
yes, sir.
Kevin's
Quick
a
question for
man's
Kevin.
man. What's the last
Kevin's
movie?
a man's man. Craig
What's the
says.
last movie Kevin cried at? I'm just curious.
What's the last movie you cried at, Kevin?
Probably 8 seconds.
Hey, that is a full circle moment because earlier I talked about Lane Frost.
There you go.
I was telling a man 2 weekends ago, we went to the Greeley Rodeo. You guys will appreciate this. And I said to the person I was with, I said, do you know what 8 seconds is? And they said, no, they're from the city. And I said, do you know who Lane Frost is? And they said, no. And I said, would you like to cry later? And he said, all right. And so I didn't make him cry, but that's on this weekend's
There you
agenda.
go.
I don't know where I'm
There
going
you
with this,
go.
Craig and Abby.
Oh,
Patricia's
okay.
telling me to shut up.
Well, there
Thanks,
you go.
Julie.
Real men cry.
Real movies like that, 8 seconds.
There you go.
Of course, it's 8 seconds.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Makes
yeah.
sense. As the Pikes Peak Bus Rodeo kicks off tonight at the Norris Penrose Arena.
Yeah, so right now Julie is out there. She is live and local at the arena. Going to preview all of this week's events going on with a local legend, national legend on the rodeo circuit, of course, Mr. Corey Wall, legendary bullfighter. Julie, good morning.
You ready to see the man, the myth, the legend right now,
Yeah.
Craig?
Yeah. Yeah.
Give us a slow pan, Denny.
Oh,
There he is.
Oh,
He's an
ladies and
$8
gentlemen.
million bullfighter. Craig is talking about it.
Craig.
Have you heard that sound about JB Mooney? It's like
yeah.
he's an 8. I think
Yeah.
about that way
And then
too
my boy, he
often.
always says he's an $8 bull rider.
He has dollars. When it comes to bulls and cows, I think I did hear JB Mooney one time say in an interview, if you want to be a millionaire in farming, start out a multimillionaire
There you go.
because you lose a lot of money.
Rodeo can be the same way.
Yeah.
It sure can.
Yeah.
But hey, it can also be just the very opposite. I mean, a great opportunity like a rodeo like this that pays just $1 million rodeo.
This is $1 million rodeo?
It's $1 million rodeo. That's the entire complete payout, of
Yeah.
course. It's not like the winner's going to
Everybody's
win
getting
$1 million.
But you got 8 different divisions,
Absolutely.
right?
You got 8 different events. And, somebody that's just qualified here and maybe they're just enough to make it. Well, they win this event, then they get seeded into the next event, which will catapult them to the NFR,
Yeah.
the National Finals Rodeo. So, and we've had that happen here in the past where it was life-changing at this very event.
Yeah. So when you come out here and you see this, you might be seeing a legend in the making when
Totally.
it comes to the rodeo world.
Absolutely.
You have been the general manager here for 7 years.
Yes, ma'am.
You're a bullfighter prior to that.
Yep, for
What made-
25 years.
25 years.
Yes,
How did you get
yes.
into that, and why did you transition out of it
You know-
into being the boss of this rodeo?
Easy. Okay, the way I got into it was I was always that kid
Yeah.
that would do just about anything.
Yeah.
And I'd watch bull riding, so I started getting on bulls, and I'd watch the bullfighters, and I thought, that's something I could do. Went to a 3-day bullfighting school, had a 25-year career. The reason I got out of it is they quit using, they weren't using bulls that were 25 years old.
Yeah.
And so, Father Time, I had to get out of it. I quit at age 46, and I outlasted most people. But I produced a lot of rodeos, and so it helped me stay involved in an industry that I truly love. You know, and so being here with the Pikes Peak Bus Rodeo, the NFR Open, you know, this is our 4th year of getting together with the PRCA and creating this event. It's just been a game changer for rodeo industry alone, because now there's just another event with the 700 other rodeos that are across the country. Now there's this $1 million rodeo that pops up in July.
It's right here in southern Colorado,
and the
too.
contestants are, and it's very centrally located. You know, this event used to be in Florida. It wasn't very centrally located. You know,
Do they rodeo in Florida?
They do, actually.
Do they have to?
Our rodeo secretary this year, she's from Florida.
Really? They
Yep.
ride alligators down there instead of bulls?
Well, I don't know. If the alligators have horns? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. They got sharp teeth, though.
They do.
They do.
Yes.
Hey, my last question here, because my producer is telling me to wrap. This
Oh,
rodeo,
boy.
of course, an incredible backdrop here, but it is
amazing
also
place.
something that really amplifies Western heritage here in Colorado.
Man, look at that. Pikes Peak or bust. I mean, you know, as a kid, you hear about that Pikes Peak or bust heading that. So to be able to have that be a part of this event, and then you have that right there in the background. I mean, how is that not heritage? That thing's been there a lot longer than anybody.
Oh,
So,
she's been there for a minute.
and then we just get to look at it, and nobody's affected it. It hasn't been polluted and populated.
Yeah.
So it's just an amazing setting.
What's cool is there's going to be a flyover every night, so not only do you get that beautiful Colorado sunset happening on these mountains, you get that flyover, very much a strong support for our military and our veterans
Absolutely.
here in southern Colorado. It's all going to get kicked off tonight. They have some matinees throughout the week, and then, of course, the grand finale will be on Saturday. Corey, you're saying that's going to be an incredible show. People need to come out and see
Every
it.
night I've got a closing planned
Okay.
that is going to be just awesome. Most people will better bring a tissue, because it's
Okay.
probably going to bring a tear to your eye.
Okay. Or the dirt will, because I was at a rodeo week
That'll
last
dry it
week,
out.
and I had to go get eye drops, Craig, and because my eye kept watering. I looked crazy.
Hey, quick
Bring
question
eye
for
drops.
Corey, the
Look,
legend,
get your eye.
Corey Wall here. So
Yeah.
ask him, he's been on both sides here, now in management, but of course a fantastic career inside the arena as a bullfighter. What should families take away from the rodeo? What's the best thing they can get out of the experience?
Craig has a question here. He said you have been on both sides of the rodeo, of course, in the arena and now in the management, and he wants
Sure.
to know, what is the best thing that families can take away from this, the experience? What is the best thing that families are going to walk away with?
So it's a family atmosphere, but a little thing that you might not know is a lot of families are involved in just producing this. We have over 300, maybe 400 volunteers, and it's the only sporting industry that I know of, professional sport, that really works off a volunteer base. You know, these ain't all paid employees out here. They're giving of their time, and so them bringing their families to be a part of that is pretty special when you got families that are watching them do what they're doing.
Yeah, families giving back to other families. Craig.
Absolutely. There you go.
Abby.
There we go. Okay, family man himself right there, Mr. Corey Wall. Thank you, Julie.
Kickoff to the Pikes Peak Bus Rodeo happening at the Norris Penrose Event Center through this Saturday.
Okay, so right now, Julie, live and local, is saddling up for all the excitement, Julie. Good morning. Oh,
It is a good morning. Look, there's horses. They're going to let me pet them later. You guys aren't going to see that, I guess. Hey, joining us right now, she is vice president today, Lori Carroll. Next year, she will be president. She's the first woman in this role to do so. Thank you for being here with us. You and I were kind of chatting a little bit off camera about how this rodeo is not even kicked off. You're already thinking 2026. So you guys are very forward thinking when it comes to a show like this. What's going on right now? What's happening behind us? Because I don't know if you guys at home can see this. In the arena, we have a bunch of steers. And then in the head chutes, we've got steers as well here in the holding pens. What's happening?
So what's happening this morning is they're letting the steer out into the arena, run around a little bit. So we have times during the day when the different livestock can get into the arena, get moving around a little bit. Then they'll come back in and be ready to do some wrestling this afternoon.
They're
This
gonna,
evening, yeah.
What shows are going to be on tonight? Is it all of them in the? Because I'm kind of been around cows, but I'm not rodeo familiar. Is it everything and then they advance?
No, all 8 events happen every single performance.
Okay.
So the format is Tuesday and Wednesday compete as a bucket. Thursday, Friday matinee compete as a bucket. Friday night and Saturday matinee compete, and then the top winners from those buckets are all in for the finals on Saturday night.
A little bit of everything. It's incredible to know that you guys are already planning next year. I want to talk about how supportive this rodeo in particular is of our military members and our veterans here in the community. You, of course, retired out of the Air Force. You said you were a colonel before you kind of got into a volunteer role like this. Kevin was in the Army, who we talked to earlier. Sean coming up, he's also a veteran. I know the barrelman we're talking to later, he's a Marine veteran. Why is this so important for the Pikes Peak or Bust Rodeo to give back to our military families, and how do they do so?
So this has been a tradition starting as early as Spencer Penrose. The rodeo started in 1937, and in 1946, Spencer Penrose put in place, and then rodeo leadership carried on that from that point on.
Through this Saturday.
I wait all year for this time. I love it here. Right now, Julie, live and local out there for all the excitement of the first day. Good morning, Julie.
I do feel like, Craig, good morning to you. You are kind of like the rodeo man of the station.
Well, I think a lot of people
rodeo,
here like rodeo.
rodeo.
I just love it. I'm into it.
You're a big fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. What night are you going? What night are you guys going?
Saturday, championship nights. Oh, that's what all comes together.
The big night. You got tickets? You got good tickets?
Oh, yes. I got my tickets. Ready to go.
Do you know what food you're going to eat? Because we came down this way and they had a food truck out there. It's not completely set up. This is Johnny. He is the barrelman here. Your funnel cake situation, what are you going after?
I'm not a sweet eater.
No?
I'm a meat eater.
Fried chicken on a stick?
That sounds delicious.
Do they have turkey legs here?
I would think so.
Yeah.
What rodeo doesn't?
I don't know. I'm sure there's some that are pretentious.
Yeah, some.
Yeah. Okay, so tell us a little bit about what a barrelman does, because last year we were out with the barrelman and it was a wild time. This year, will it be a wild time?
It should be a wild time. I just rolled into town. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
And my job, I'm the guy that gets in the rodeo clown barrel. The barrel weighs about 120 pounds. It's padded on the outside for the bull's protection, because of course we protect them, and it's padded on the inside for my protection.
You get thrown around a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. It's like being in have you ever been in a washing machine and thrown down a flight of stairs?
You know, I did that in my youth, but I no longer do that.
That's what it's like.
Oh, is it? Is that how you practice when you go to barrelman school?
Yeah, pretty much.
They say, get in there, guys. You're going to make it happen for you. How did you get into something like this?
Funny story. I was in the Marines, and I was stationed in South Carolina in 1999, and a rodeo came to my base, and I watched the clown, and he was funny. He just had a good time, and I went down and I said, how do I get to do what you do?
Yeah.
And I was lucky enough that the town that I'm from in Texas has a practice bull riding arena. So I started going out there and messing with the bulls a little bit, kind of being a bullfighter, and then I saw the bullfighter's paycheck and I saw the clown's paycheck, and I picked one.
I said, I'm going to be a clown. You know what? I have flaming red hair and I make jokes in the morning, so I understand a little bit about being a clown.
Yeah.
A little less dangerous than what you do. There's a big difference between the barrelmen, the clowns, and then of course the bullfighters. Corey was a bullfighter,
right,
and he's the guy that goes out there and he gets the straps off so the broncs back here chill out, or the bulls chill out. You're the funny guy. You've got a microphone, you yap with the host of the show. Where do you come up with some of the inspirational things that you say?
I have a lot of windshield time. Between rodeos, I never even listen to a radio. Like just coming up here, it was an 11-hour drive. Never listened to the radio, and just the whole time just think about things and think about life and think about current events and think about how to make it funny.
Yeah. There's always a little bit of humor in nearly everything. Sometimes it just takes a little while to get to something like that. Okay, now you said you're a former Marine veteran.
Yeah.
This rodeo really puts a lot of support behind our military men and women and veterans of the services. Have you been in a rodeo like this that supports the military as much as this one does?
Well, this is my first time here.
Oh, this is your first time?
Yeah, so
Did I not know that?
I don't even know what we have going on yet with
Okay.
all that. And I've done so many rodeos. I've done thousands of rodeos all across the country, and I mean, I've done rodeos like in Yuma, Arizona, where there's a Marine Corps base. So I've been on bases and I've been on Army bases, so I get to see a bunch of them.
Do they do flyovers every night?
Some.
Some.
Pendleton Roundup last year did a flyover, and they turned them up so fast that they burnt the trees in town. So.
Oh, I don't think that we're going to burn any trees, but of course they're going to have a flyover, I think, every night. Let me tell you a secret about this rodeo.
Go for it.
It's the best one you're ever going to do.
That's what I've heard.
It's what I've heard. Craig, Abby, tell him. It's the best one he's going to go to.
It's a good rodeo.
It's my first time.
It's really good. That's right. Okay, thanks a lot. No sweets, just meats for that guy. Out there all morning long, live and local here with one of the best events, I think, next to bull riding. It's mutton busting, a fan favorite. Julie, good morning. What's going on?
Well, they're not letting me pet them, and that's going to be an issue for me, Craig. It's going to be a big issue. We're having a little stomp off. They're stomping, and I'll stomp, and I'll say to them, one, you guys look like you've already been shaved, so I can't use your little furs to make a coat. Not that I know how to do that anyways. And two, why can't I be part of your cool kids club? They said they're not part of the petting zoo. I asked him which one of them had most recently thrown a young child from their back, and 67 kind of gave me some sass, so I'm going to go with that one. Hey, Rick's over here with us. He's the man, the myth, the legend behind mutton busting. What's the tea here with these guys, Rick?
Oh, they're pretty much the friendliest animals I've ever seen.
No, they're not. They didn't let me pet not one of them.
I think they're afraid of Julie Bakers.
Yeah,
No, they're out here, they're herd animals, so wherever the first one goes, the other ones are going to follow. That's what makes them great mutton busting animals.
Yeah, because a kid will get bucked off the back or fall off the back. I've never really seen one buck. They just kind of run, and then they'll go right next to each other. They really are buddies.
Yep, that's why you know that really the animals are cool with everything going on, is because you put a kid on, the animal runs right to the herd and then stops.
And stops.
And stop.
Yeah.
And the kid can be on there for the next 2 hours. It does not matter.
The sheep really don't care. Where do you guys get these sheep from? Are these like, do you train them? Can you specifically breed sheep for mutton busting? Because I know they do that with like bulls and broncs.
I think the person would go broke doing that.
Yeah.
No, we get them from Dave Arnold out next to Dodge, Kansas, a little ways away.
Yeah.
He brings them up every year to the rodeo.
Okay, should we go try to pet one?
Good luck.
What's that? You have a border collie out here. That border collie, of course, will be in the arena, making sure these guys go where they need to, because sometimes they don't.
It goes off commands just with whistles.
Yeah, this 67, you be careful. This one's bucked a child in its day. I can just tell.
That's name's Ken.
Ken?
Ken.
Why did we name it Ken?
Everything else is Woolly Bugger or Lady Baba.
Do you touch one? I think you get an award if you touch one. You can see right there, Craig and Abby. We have Nikki Wall here with us. She's over that way, and her little one. You coming in here? Last year, her daughter was the mutton busting champion.
Oh, Landry's.
Landry.
Landry's a multi-year champion.
And of course, this is all going to get kicked off tonight. The kids who do this, they go through several rounds, and then of course, the best ones compete on Saturday,
Yeah,
right?
so we do a prelim where we get about 100 plus kids in 2 hours from 4 to 6. The 7 best riders get into the main arena.
Yeah.
And they get trophies and they get recognized by the Sports Corp, the Rocky Mountain State Games. And the only qualifiers, 4 to 7, or 4 to 9, excuse me, and 50 pounds or less.
Okay, Landry's here with us. She is the reigning champ. Are you going to help us rope some of these guys?
Yeah, my sister might come down.
Sister might come down. We're roping right next.
We're roping.
Yeehaw, Craig and Abby. Woo!
All right. Now who's live and local for all the excitement of tonight. Good morning.
Yeah! I'm goat roping. Hey, look at my outfit, Craig and Abby. Do you like it?
I do. I noticed that
I was
earlier.
with Ashley. You know Ashley's
Yes.
Attic?
Yes. Very nice.
Yeah. I was with Ashley at the Ashley's Attic. She said, what are you wearing for your rodeo stuff? And I was like, I don't know, tennis shoes. She's like, you don't have cowgirl boots? And I said, no. She said, come to my house. You're borrowing these. Thanks, Ashley. You know who I'm here with? Ironically enough, her husband, Rick's here with us. Hey, we were petting the sheep earlier for mutton busting, and now we're roping goats. Am I pretty good at this?
I think you're excellent. You picked up really fast. I think we're going to throw you in the main arena.
Okay.
To win some money later on today.
I bet I can rope this goat right here in front of us. Got him. Do kids get to do this?
Yeah, kids any age from if you could pick up a rope until you're 119.
Okay, this here is a professional right
Yeah,
here.
Sailor's the professional roper. This is Landry's older sister.
Yeah, Landry's right here. This is the Mutton Busting Champion 2024. Can you rope one? Not this one, because I already roped this one. Rope a little trickier one there, Sailor. Why is this fun for kids? Because this is part of the fan zone. You probably see all them tents and, oh yeah, you see all these tents out here, but this is the fan zone. What is that for the Pikes Peak or
This is
Bus
truly,
Rodeo?
I believe, the only experience out here in the fan zone where you get to be part of the Western lifestyle. You get to actually rope like some of the cowboys. You get to
You
ride
can rope the cowboys?
I've seen some.
Okay, ladies.
Come and get them.
Come and get them.
No, but you can be out here and it's a hands-on experience where one, we teach you how to rope first. So we have our roping dummies outside. Once you've graduated from the stuff that stays still, we bring you in here. And then if you're still really bad at it, we got some cookies and you can just feed them.
You get cookies?
We got cookies.
Like human cookies?
Like goat cookies.
Oh, I thought maybe it was like an Auntie Anne situation. Dang it, I'm not good at this. Sailor, how do I do this? Come help me, I'm doing my hands wrong.
What?
My hands, help me. That's wrong. This is wrong.
I mean, you kind of just hula-handed it.
She called it something there.
Hula hand.
Hey,
I'll bring this through here.
what else is gonna be at the fan zone?
So at the fan zone today, we have, you could ride ponies, you can do some petting at the petting zoo. We have different vendors. We have a guy that has ghost chili beef jerky, just a ton of people out here. It's a lot of fun. Get here early. It opens at 4 o'clock every evening, at 10 o'clock for the matinees,
Okay.
and then stay late. Everybody will be open afterwards.
You guys did you not just see what I saw? But that goat just jumped up on Denny. Denny's our photojournalist in on this. Don't worry, Denny, I got you right here. That'll teach him, Craig and Abby.
But it's just a fun time for the family to be out here and enjoy, just do some good stuff. Jump on a
some
bobcat.
good stuff. Okay. I'm getting you for that, buddy. You're not getting away for what you did to my photographer. Don't worry, Denny, I got him. Craig and Abby, take it away. I got to teach this goat a lesson. I think it's trying to headbutt me. You stay back, buddy.
Julie is not going to catch a cowboy.
Not like that.
No.
Good luck. Okay.